While many praises have been given to the great animation within anime, let's be clear, these are amazing pieces of art. Not many people talk about sound in anime. And I'm not talking about music here, there's plenty of those around, but rather diegetic sound, or the sound you hear from within the story's world. And truth be told, there is a reason for that. There simply isn't a great many example of great diegetic sound in anime. So let's go through my list of 4 animes where I think the diegetic sound stands out from the rest of them. I'll start with a bit of a cheat and talk about diegetic music. Music in anime is great, and I personally enjoy them much more than what I hear on the radio, but when it comes from within the anime itself with matching animation, it is even more special. Initially, I was going to put Carole and Tuesday in this spot, but Hibike Euphonium won out here. Having both played in an orchestra and sang with orchestra backing during high school, the performance at Hibike Euphonium really puts me back into those moments. Now talking about my favorite director once more, Shinkai Makoto. It's no mystery that Comics Wave is a studio that made some of the best looking anime to date, but Shinkai has long developed works with a focus on diegetic sound as a big part of the aesthetic atmosphere he presents to his audience. In one of his earliest work, She and Her Cat, he uses specific sounds of the phone and answering machine, the metallic sound of the door, and even the low hum of electricity to envelop us in the world that he's building. For the next anime, I'll give a warning. If you are uncomfortable with depiction of pain, please go to the time listed below. Made in Abyss, episode 10 was the first and only anime episode that have ever made me feel physically ill. My compliments to Tomita Miu for pulling off blood-curdling screams of pain and agony in perfect combination with the sound of Riko's bones being broken. It was nearly too much for me to go through the first time, and I've never watched it again since then. And I will no doubt suffer a great deal when I have to listen to it over and over again in the editing process. The first minute of One Direct Priority is pretty much porn for my ears. Close your eyes and have a listen. The sound of the road crunching under the tire, the soft kickback as the car stopped, the uneven sound of a small engine, and that small burst of horn. It was as if there was a real car right behind me. Now, I can imagine some of you in the audience think that I'm overplaying how amazing this is, which I am slightly, I'll be honest, but have a bit of a listen to Exhibit B. Mushoku Tensei's production is no slouch by any means with some of the best animation this season, but the sound of this truck is just nowhere close to the quality that you get from the taxi in One Direct Priority. Does that really mean anything in terms of the quality? Not really, but I would like a more satisfying truck sound, especially for the original Truck-kun. Perhaps all of this is a bit of a nitpicky, but for me, sound is much more visceral and direct path to my brain compared to visuals. Even with key strategic sounds like the phones in Shinkai's work or the taxi in Wonder Egg, it really allows me to immerse myself in the experience instantly, triggering memories and emotions in an almost primal way. Do I expect more anime studio to focus in diegetic sound? Not really. Just like everything else, it's simply too expensive, which is why only movie directors like Shinkai can focus consistently at it. Even One Direct Priority pulls the diegetic sound trick rarely, opting instead to have some very fun music covering most of the exciting parts. But sometimes, just sometimes, the music would cut off, and that's when you know you should really listen. And that's